Boom! Let's play some Disco Elysium, huh? Been a while. When we last left off, we were being lectured on... This game got kind of racist in a hurry. And it got into, like... I got lectured on critical race theory by a bouncer. Got kind of weird for a minute. Kind of interesting. Let's talk to this guy. Better mouth your watch round me, boy. Whatever their waste case. I got a bag so I can collect bottles now and sell them. So that's kind of cool.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusion. They look pretty ancient.
Where? There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law. We should focus on present crimes. From the
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Ooh, I leveled up. Let's see. Do I want level 6 encyclopedia? Yeah, I want to be smart. Makes me a know-it-all. Okay, so now I got encyclopedias. And I can start fishing for bottles and cans.
This coin
just clappy hands, just clappy hands.
Tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty.
Do I want to insert a coin? Is it even going to help? I'm not spending any money.
There was a revitalization project in 49. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that
Monsieur Saint Everclair, the union leader. He muscled them out.
I suspect that something was Everard Claire, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can't we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Okay. Oh yeah, these are the signs here. Alright, so let's go back this way, because there's bottles and cans and stuff here. They're important. Enormous bowls worthy of a real man. Worthy of a real man. Have I been over here? I don't think I've been over here. There's like tracks over there. I had to have been over here. No, I haven't. Everything is good here. Really? I'll be the judge of that. You don't tell me what's good. I tell me what's good.
Street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face... The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Okay.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
Oh yeah, what's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, whether I'm cool is unimportant. I got some questions.
100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Give me some money.
No need to dress
Nope.
this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Sorry, detective.
Nope, definitely not trying to ask for a bribe. Oh, that's
Only
funny.
the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extreme good
Get a permit to
tech,
sell it?
officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather,
Okay.
the sidewalks.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's
Okay,
right.
that's cool.
No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city is hyper cool. Anything
All right.
for you. Me?
Where are you from?
It's a boring story of it.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. No, it's very cool, officer. You're a cool cop for caring about those things. You should buy cool glasses too.
Yeah, sure. I'll look around. Bye. You didn't give me no money, so screw ya. A sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth. That sounds metal. River of filth. Brrr. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Hold on. Why can't I select that? There it is. Okay. Auto lock out of order. Oh, thanks. Useful.
G'day to you, officers.
G'day to you.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His
Okay.
eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words "Daredevil Driver" sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Yeah, let me get some of
thing.
that.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Yeah. Eat it. Nice guy.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Alright, bye. Later, dude. You're of no help whatsoever. What good are you? Strangely comforting, it says. Okay. So can't go that way. Can't go that way. Do I have a map or something? I got the racist mug. And that... Oh, that's messed up. End of day debrief with Kim. 8 o'clock at night. Find booze and drink it. Oh, I need a copy of the city map. They really don't tell you much in this game. That's kind of neat. Alright, so let's start collecting bottles here. Is this a spot where we can pick up bottles and cans and stuff? And, like, make money. Because we have the bag. I think I have to put the bag in my hand. I'm not sure how that works. But let's go back in here. Talk to this guy. Collect all the battles. Whoops. The
theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals.
Wow.
Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
Where are the damn bottles that I can pick up? Didn't I steal that guy's liquor already? I thought I did. Pretty sure I can go back upstairs.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet.
Oh, that's
weird
right.
Suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Just say nothing, nod stoically, like, yeah.
He takes a step toward the door, like he'd like to leave.
Yeah, I know. I bet you would like to leave, buddy. Why can't I grab that liquor? Bag it. Wait. Was that bottle full? Dock worker shift card. Kind green ape pen. Empty of ammonia, handkerchief. Why don't I have a key? Or a bottle of liquor? Oh, because it's in the bag, probably. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Give me all these empty bottles. Bottles and cans, just clap your hands. Nope, nothing over here. Okay. I think that's all the bottles in here. What is that next to the radio? Nothing. Okay, so I had a bunch of empty bottles. I can't believe I'm still wearing these electrical gloves. That's kind of funny. Let's go ahead and take those off. I look like a moron with those things on. Looking like a maroon. What a maroon.
You see a heavy steel door with the door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
Okay, we gotta get in that door. That's the important thing. We gotta get in that door. That's the important thing. Empty liquor bottles, empty liquor bottles. Any? No? Alright. No liquor bottles. Let's go back in here. Next question is, where do I sell them?
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Yeah.
You
Soggy
see solid
food.
cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You see, a box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There's not much to see here anymore. There's nothing more of interest in the container.
Okay.
Sounds a muffled gong.
So there's no liquor bottles in there. Oh, there's one right there. I'll take it. I got 12 of those money things. So that's cool. I gotta get into this door.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of... There it is.
Yeah! I
see a
found the
shabby
secret door. I mean, I knew it was
What
there.
is this then? A tool
This is a tool shed, my friend. Let's go.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Okay. Cured pig's head, it looks mummified. Okay. What's up the ladder? The ladder. Hey, look. I do believe that's my jacket. Barrels are half full of rainwater. I do believe that would be my jacket right there. What was that? Huh. Something about a hepatitis B infested slum. That's... Hey, money. That's not going to go nowhere. Okay, good. I don't know why my dude looks so bad.
Looks like someone has this tarpaulin cloak hanging on the rail.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being... You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound, or it could be that we are just exploring.
Let's go for it. Oh, I missed. Oh no. I can go back up though.
No, you could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you.
Hey, hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Money! More money. What am I at? 14? I need 100. Okay, there's nothing up here. Except for my jacket. What about this thing? Yeah. Moshaped. A moshaped. Whatever. Whatever. This is where I was. So then we need to be over here, I think. That's where we came from? Yeah, we came from there. So I found my jacket. What's this? This is Disco Elysium. Is the name of the game. I got it for free. It's actually not bad. It's one of those like it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons-y. But it's a lot of fun. I just have no clue what I'm doing right now. I could go learn some more critical race theory from the bouncer. That was quite the conversation. Let me tell you. Alright, has this got something in it? No. No.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
How about I
Okay,
ask you
sir.
some
I'll try
questions?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store.
There's also
She's
evidently a
inside
game
minding
called
the
Crusader
register
Kings
or
3
organising
that's
the
like
stock.
Stellaris, but in medieval times. Huh. Did you ever look into getting Stellaris? I'm gonna have to look into that
Feel
game.
free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private... And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous?
That's
Unlike
right.
you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me
That's
some
right.
real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'm gonna deduce something now.
You fell.
Oh
She
no!
waits intently.
Come on, anyone would notice that. Oh, kings and queens and generals.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that's why
the-
people read.
Yeah.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Famous for vain people. I have better things
Okay,
to do.
sir.
Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Good talking to you. It was a good talk. It was a good talk. Oh, okay, these are all books. I don't want to buy any of your books, lady. I should go back to the handicap lady and be like, Sonny needs money. Sweetie needs... that's what it was, Sweetie. Sweetie needs money. Give Sweetie money. So this is where we were. Hey, look, a boat. Oh, okay, I see where we're going. This is like the docks or whatever. There's a girl up there. Is there? Oh yeah, so there is. Inside the frame of a more... Did you just call me Piggo, lady?
Sturdy metal door guards. The door rattles against your knuckles.
The streets will flow red once more.
And
A
the
great
streets will
torrent
flow,
rushing
yeah.
down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Talking about with blood of the infidels. That's a deep cut reference. If you know that one, then I'd be surprised.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else
Well,
do you
Cindy
wanna
the
know?
fucking skull.
Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Jesus. Yeah, Hep. When were you last
Had a
tested?
battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Interesting.
The lieutenant
What are you looking
furrows
at?
his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Well,
Ozon is an
language.
archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershot. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit.
Well,
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit...
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim
Wow.
back to us on.
what are you doing to my big, beautiful wall?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's
I feel
shit.
that. I ain't no
No
snitch
shortage
neither.
of squealers in these parts.
Snitches get stitches.
Actually, There is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
What are you
Can't
doing to the
tell?
wall?
I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aerial graffiti. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
I have an opinion on
Yeah?
this. Want to hear it?
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me.
She means the opposite.
Yeah,
Watch
bye,
your
Cindy.
back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
That's a threat, Cindy the Skull. That's a threat, Cindy the excuse me, the Skull. There's stuff in there? Yes, there is. Bottles and cans, baby. Just walking around with my bag of bottles and cans like a damn hobo. Like a damn hobo. 33A. Belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. It's worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. That's funny.
Leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat,
Striking.
smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Striking.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Yep. What does the L stand
My
for?
maiden name.
Interesting.
I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police.
yeah,
Nothing,
what gave us
honestly.
away?
I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I know. Shake her
Glad
hand.
to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I
Is
can
it really
assure
that
you
unusual? I
it's
mean, the
ultimate
guy's a
purpose.
raging alcoholic. He got wasted
There's a
and
trace
lost
of
his
irony
memory.
in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
How
Yeah, he's trying to
interesting.
mess with you.
I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. And
You
the
seem
full
rich.
cooperation of the Wild Pines.
Can I
Group.
have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes.
What lustrous
A
hair.
well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair.
Okay.
Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel.
Late
shaped
40s
into
style,
a
huh?
permanent wave.
Okay.
Late 40s style. Positively
Cool.
statuesque. While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge. These are the kind eyes.
Okay,
of the
so
rich
what does
man
this have to
that
do with
seem
asking her
say
for money?
Everything is possible. Within reason.
Yeah,
Now
so?
look at you. You misery-clad simian.
Yeah.
Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you.
I don't drink.
Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your
Much.
underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Huh. I'm not ashamed.
But you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I can ask her for some money. I will.
Why,
You're on a
yes, I
boat.
am.
Not a lot of people on
Of course there
boats.
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on...
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while Lacayou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the 4th largest island in the world. It is not...
Okay, if you want to get technical. The point is, we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as... It's for crossing long distances in a group.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat.
Why?
Stop thinking. Take her down.
It'll come off like I'm envious, and I'm not.
You're not? Okay then. Just keep on admiring the boat then. Unburdened by anything.
Does she have a name?
No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the...
The word...
Wow, what a wench.
Feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Yeah, cool, but your
Okay.
boat really needs a
How
name.
about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know, feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer.
Yeah, you already said
Also
that.
happens to be rated for Category 1 racing.
Ooh, Category
Though
1?
These days, I mainly use it for business.
Category
Craft.
Uno?
A 19-pacer.
Yeah,
Nice slew.
sure.
I like it.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the matter we're investigating.
I do like my partner. He's such a sarcastic
I really
ass.
do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
You have a license for it?
Sir, I assure you, I'm a highly qualified pleasure
I'm a
craft
very good
operator.
driver.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer
Okay.
Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough.
Good.
Let's talk about some more about this boat.
What we do.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
Hein's core competency is logistics.
Okay.
Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revachol.
So an energy company?
tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo tribes remain.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000
Yeah, they need to pay a lot of people. Fair.
They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
So yeah, they probably only make about 7 billion when it's all said
A
and done.
conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous risk.
Okay, where does it get all its money?
Started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers
Okay.
250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system.
That's quite the
Each
endeavor
terminal
indeed.
must be accounted for, lest the
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, what can you tell me
Quite a
about
few
this lynching?
things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine...
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen...
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial
Yeah.
arrangement. Feelings.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this impasse.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to...
You're doing it, despite your own...
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM. Or you can find your badge, which...
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Let's talk, buddy.
It's not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along. Or she's...
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union. Or that we are on their tail. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate. Briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Yeah, that sounds good. That
You're
sounds
back.
good.
Good. What can I help you with? Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interest.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act...
You'd be shooting yourself in the...
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator.
Oh,
In
so she's the
practice,
negotiator.
I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful... Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
You mean Jean-Luc, my race mentor? No, he's not my race mentor.
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I
that's
first
funny.
arrived.
And when did you?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still
But the strike began in...
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss.
Okay.
Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted.
This isn't the first time the union has gone...
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands
Overtime
are
pay
more,
is a
I guess
concession?
you could say, aggressive.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union... If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the... Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is that
He's
bad,
the
huh?
most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes... It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled
Wow,
God knows
so he's a
how much of their
dirtbag.
workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act. Organized labor at its best, as they say.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Basically a socialist mob.
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, the Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what can they do? The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
There are leaflets everywhere, and back. Every worker, a member of the board.
Oh my gosh.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Over-aggressive commie
In his
posturing.
defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even
It's
mean?
quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really, it needs the signature of each
Oh
of the
my,
2,200
that would be
workers
horrible.
in its master. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That is pretty funny.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical... I'm
Sure.
not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan
Your
repeated
typical
over and over
SJW
again.
stuff.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about...
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Yep, it does.
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him, of course. How else can I help?
Can I have some money?
I am sorry. It's surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say
Money.
money? Of course.
Can I have some money? Yeah, thanks.
Of course.
Lonesome, long way home.
Oh, I know where I live. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street Spearhead. Holy moly. Okay, so, do I want to think about critical race theory? Maybe if I think about race theory and I solve it, -1 drama, fooled by the absurdity. That's funny. So what I need now is a map.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta. Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
It's because I need liquor.
Fascism, Bruta. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Rivershot's problems?
Liberals.
Yes, them. Women. Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're
What?
insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol.
What the hell?
Women need to go back to the fucking kitchen. That's
Dang.
what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place. Stomach
Jeez.
truth. You're having a stomach truth. Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you said them many times.
Jeez. Ugh.
Okay, yes, that sounds much better. Traditionalism. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
No.
There's a slow, painful growl. It is one of betrayal.
Whoa. What is going on here? Magnesium. Got some morale back. Bottles and cans. So I have to go talk to that Call Me Manana guy. Can I go in the water? No. How the heck am I supposed to get... I do have to go run an errand today, so I am going to have to sign off in a little while. Not right now. And not like in this immediate time frame, but in a bit. In a bit. I am in fact going to have to take care of some business. Okay, so this is the race theory guy. And the Manana guy.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The man looks at the colorful piece.
But that's not you, officer. From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago John? Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now.
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card? Oh, is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. Post Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So far, it wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. You know, serious.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better foot.
Okay, so where's the union boss? And what's in here? Oh, this is the store lady. What's her name?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Yeah, bye. Whatever. Screw your freedom then. Screw you then. Yeah. Screw you then. There a bottle in here?
The windows are clear. They've been recently... The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. A book with ragged edges catches your notice.
Oh.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
Racist paraphernalia. Of course it is. Everything's racist in this game. Everything is racist. In Disco Elysium.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea, even by the standards of the Philippian kings. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of River. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution.
Okay, how did he manage to blow through all of it?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weapons. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine. You
The
see,
what
Old
now?
Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later.
Huh.
Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the insulin.
Yeah, that's a
His
lot
Majesty's
to unpack.
courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realm beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay. The
What
original
happened?
was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the Coalition's airships. Most historians think the Coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Yeah, I really don't get art.
In Martinez, the statue, Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air. Not that he ever did in life either.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Nothing over here. That's something right there. This thing right here. I want to know what it is. Get the F out of my way, bro. I'm not talking to the big giant racist dude. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get by him. The big racist. Watch him just be a weakling. Hit him in the face with the bottles.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist.
That would be the...
How do you know there will be a next racist? There always is.
Reality.
Yeah!
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm no communist. Individualism is my jam.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture,
No.
have you not?
Individualism's been around
You
since
have
the
picked
beginning
them
of
up
America,
from rock
fool.
and roll songs?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are
You're a degenerate.
individualist and a rock and roll rebel.
Rock and roll
All
rebel, I might
international finance,
I might
just
accept
like the rest
a version of
the
that.
ham-colored race.
That's racist, bro.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
I'm not okay with
This
this
has happened
air of
to many
racism
the side products
that you
of
are giving me here.
inevitable
You're kind of making my stomach turn with all this
race.
racism. You just did a racism. The Seminese? Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor now.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor.
Should I try it? It's probably not going to do it, but... No, that wasn't going to happen.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk.
Your fist cracks in his
I'm a
hand
cop.
with the right apple. Pain.
The words to the song have changed.
Nope.
Your hand twists in his grip.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further. There is nothing funky about them. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, I cannot
let's
possibly
go.
imagine what else we have to discuss. Type B, Rasholian. Your love.
Get out of here. You type B loser.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook. And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that? Let's think of something else.
Yeah. We can't beat up the racist. That door's locked. I need the key. So how the heck do I get up there? Come on! How the heck do I get up there? Let's talk to this dork again.
Nice aggression. Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Yeah, go
No.
fight that dude.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
No? Well then screw you. Screw you then. Screw your freedoms. Oh yeah, this guy. Klansman. Yo, Klansman. Give me some answers, dork.
Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yep. Okay, so what do I need to do here?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back. You don't exactly close them. So it takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Murder. Tum at the hookah parlor. Was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead. Joseph Mills was on this case that Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places... No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, so anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor. No one enters. Mills...
So this is nothing.
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing here? I'm missing something. End of day debrief. That'll be soon. What is the race enigma? I don't really... All right. What do we do now? We go back to the body. We talk to this little shit. What did I miss? Not a lot. Oh.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, good for you, Kuno. I think I already looked at the body.
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
Yeah. The baddie. The baddie. That's how John Mayer says it. I'm into him now. You better be okay with it. Alright, what do we got in here?
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer
Kick
inspection.
it. Ow!
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Lavatorie.
That was dumb.
mail. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed that mail.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box. The lieutenant pats the box, ever so slightly. The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
That's funny. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I must be. Okay, what's up here? This is where I just was. The docks. There's gotta be something over here, I think. Oh.
This is a wall on the side
Beta!
of an apartment building.
You're Beta.
Because this
Oh,
is
yes,
no
I did it.
ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look, all the other walls on all the other houses must make a pill. Oh, wall father.
Huh?
He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
If you must.
Alright, let's go talk to Cindy the Skull. Up here.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire? What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Everything is sad and shit, and we need to make okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck.
They do
No.
say the painter always paints.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you,
I'm gonna paint a self-portrait, but you know, from the inside.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Oh, but I'm all out of fuel oil.
Fuel? That wasn't paint. It was heavy fuel oil, marked red.
What do you think I was using?
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Are you kidding me? Fuel oil is so much cooler. No way you're disfiguring that beautiful wall with something as pedestrian as ordinary paint.
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please, leave my kinema out of it.
You're a douche, Lieutenant. You Lieutenant Douche Canoe.
A sturdy metal door. The door rattles again, but this time...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting it. Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here. Ha! The police? Everyone knows it. No, I all go check the
Backyard door.
Okay. Backyard door. How do I get to the backyard door? This way. What's here? Interesting.
There must be another way into the building.
Wow, he's loud.
You see a young man.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lower... I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps...
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
We will remove the body as soon as possible.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular...
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to...
Oof.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not.
No, it's not.
Could you please lower your voice? No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something...
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Okay. gesturing towards the stone placed right next to the front door.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be a witness. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building...
A stone, like any other.
Nope.
Lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. There's a key beneath it. Rusty.
Ooh.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment. We'll just have to go in and...
Ooh. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we leave off. What craziness lies in store through this door? I guess you'll have to find out on the next episode of my stream. Peace out, everybody. See you very, very soon.